Do you need to use a realtor to sell your house? So, are you wondering if you really need to hire a realtor to sell your home? Are you ready to sell and maybe thinking of trying to sell your house on your own to save money? Well, you picked the perfect video to help answer some of these questions. Because in this video, I am going to help you navigate through some of the questions and concerns many people have when it comes time to sell their homes. Specifically, the question about whether you need to use a realtor versus trying to sell on your own. To answer the basic question of whether you have to use a realtor or not, the answer may be a surprise to some, as you do not have to use a realtor to sell your home. Technically, you can sell your home yourself, known as a for sale by owner or fsbo, as the abbreviation goes. But to place some humor into this, you could also dig a hole in your backyard with your own two hands as well. But having a more experienced person with expertise and an expert advice to come your way can certainly change things, such as digging with a shovel, which could save time and be more convenient and with much less mess. What do you think? Working with a realtor can do a lot, like skipping the digging with your hands and moving directly to expert level using a shovel or machine, thus adding the convenience and limiting the waste of time and mistakes that could be made doing things on your own in an arena that you don't know all that much about. Anyhow, does this pique your interest a little bit? Would you like to learn a little more and hear some things to consider? Well, here we go. I am Dr. Ron Repacy with William Ravis Real Estate, and I have lived in Naples, Florida for over 20 years now, which I can't believe. And the real estate market here is vast, and so I hope you enjoy your Real Estate Doctor channel. When working with a realtor, we strive to move things along more smoothly, more efficiently, and with less effort than if you tried to sell your home on your own. So you're wondering, what things do I need to consider when deciding to work with a realtor or not, correct? Well, there's quite a few things we're going to cover here, so listen up. Keep in mind that selling your home on your own is a big deal and many times ties in directly to how, when, and why you're buying your next home or the home you're going to. I know that you were saying to yourself that using a realtor is expensive. That's always the key thing, right? The realtor is expensive. And so let me make some things clear and reflect the value and clear understanding of all that is involved in a real estate transaction. Simply put, there are many things that a realtor will be taking care of for you. And that's the key thing, for you, as you're going to hear as we go along. At the end of the day, you have essentially three choices. You can sell on your own. I just said that, known as a for sale by owner or fsbo, or you can sell through the old Zillow or other companies like OfferPad, which falls into a title known as an iBuyer category, who will buy your home directly and basically sell your home for themselves once they buy it directly from you. Or number three, you can sell through the traditional route. Some of the common thoughts many have as to not using a realtor, mainly it's to save money. Saving money is great, and along with saving money, you are most likely wanting top dollar for your home as well. And getting top dollar is what everyone wants. And so the key here is making sure that you price your home properly from the start. And this is when many for sale by owners make their first mistake. Many fsbos tend to overprice their home. And with this, the home may more than likely sit on the market much longer than it should. When the home sits and sits, it many times stirs up common thoughts and questions by buyers, such as, there must be something wrong with the home. And general concerns like, why is this home sitting on the market so long? Remember that all the while your home sits on the market, you still have to pay the carry cost and any repair costs that come up as well. And so that alone is reducing the dollars that could be in your pocket. Additionally, there are legal documents and brochures and disclosures that are required in a sale transaction. There may be homeowners association documents or condo association documents, which have their own requirements. If these documents are not handled properly, you may leave the buyer wide open to canceling the contract and having their down payment refunded. The paperwork is real, and so be aware. As we move on, how about taking pictures? Do you know a real estate photographer, or are you going to use your cousin that just got that brand new camera to try and take those pictures for you, of course, for free? Realtors work with professional photographers that are trained and experienced in taking photos that will show your home in the best light to help draw interest to buyers. If the photos are not very good, you will most likely lose out on a large percentage of buyers simply due to these poor images. As we move on, have you thought about how and when you are going to hold your open house showings and how you are going to let the community know about your open houses? Have you checked with your association if you live in an HOA or condo to see what their rules are about even holding an open house? Next thing is signage. Do you have a company that is going to make the sign to display in your yard so people driving by see that your house is even for sale? For example, many of you put a car up for sale and you put a sign in your car as you try to draw interest to anyone that might want to buy your car. So of course, you'll want to do the same when selling something like your home. Once again, are you aware of the type of sign and requirements if you live in an association? Because many of them have stipulations and requirements. So you're going to need to know that. As you're already seeing, there's a whole lot involved. When using a real estate agent, they will be handling all these things for you and also in a much more efficient manner. And time in real estate and time in general is money. Back to holding open houses. Are you going to make yourself available to show your home when people request to see it and other realtors request to show your home? Will you need to know how to organize and declutter your home? You're going to need to know how to declutter and organize your home to make sure the interior and the exterior home is neat and clean. Otherwise, having a cluttered house with family photos everywhere and things all over the place may just frankly detract buyers. Just having to make yourself available and to show your home is likely going to require quite a bit of your personal time, as you'll need to make the home available to be seen. Keep in mind that the photography and property signage themselves are not free when it comes to expenses. So factor in these into the direct costs as you calculate the value of your personal time on an hourly basis, as that will be required to show your home. If you work and you have kids or pets, maybe a pet or two, you will be needing to handle all of these things around your already crazy day-to-day life. If you're out and about and someone calls that is interested in seeing your home, you most likely will not be wanting to turn them away. And some buyers, especially where I live here in Florida, they come from out of town for just a few days for the sole purpose of finding a house to buy. And so once again, you will need to be available or you may lose out on qualified buyers. When working with a realtor, they will do all of these things for you, and they can also work around your schedule. So keep that in mind. We can work around your schedule. So it doesn't have to be totally inconvenient, but we will do the showings for you. You have to ask yourself if you are prepared and experienced enough to take on these things yourself. And if the answer is no, then it would be best to leaving the selling of your home to the pros. As I begin to wrap things up, I want to review a few things from the beginning, such as, are you prepared to value your home on your own? With this, you will need to have some basic knowledge of other homes that are sold in your area. You will need to consider not only the interior, like the bedrooms and bathrooms, but any upgrades or lack of, as well as any exterior changes to your home, exterior features. This will include add-on value or upgrades, and how they fit into the current market, and knowing what buyers are currently even looking for. How about exteriors like a swimming pool or a screened-in patio, etc.? Do you know what that adds or detracts from the value of your home when compared to other homes that have recently sold in your area? Keep in mind that if you are looking at a home value, these home values on Zillow, and relying on the so-called Zillow's estimate, that this value could be way off, especially if you have many upgrades to your home. Remember that listing your home at a proper price can make all the difference when it comes to how long your home may sit on the market, all the while costing you money. When it comes to open houses and meeting with potential buyers, are you comfortable screening buyers and asking for the pre-qualification letters from the lenders, so you are confident that the buyers are even qualified to buy your home in the first place? As that's critical. You're going to want the pre-qualification letter. Do you know the difference between a pre-certification and pre-qualification or pre-qualifier? So different things you're going to need to know about. Do you feel comfortable with the real estate sales process of reviewing an incoming offer, the basics of an offer coming in, and knowing how to make a counter offer? How about home inspections and the home inspection process? Are you prepared to negotiate on any failed inspection items and how to best handle the negotiations to help the sale come to a close and not have this thing blow up on you just because of many times egos and just not willing to correct petty little things like a ground fault comes up many times. Are you comfortable and knowledgeable regards to the market and marketing of your home and how much marketing of your home may cost? You ever think of that one? Keep in mind, you'll be needing the photography and the yard sign when it comes to adding up these costs, as I've already mentioned. When offers come in, it could be from a buyer directly, or it could be coming from a realtor. The buyer may have their own realtor. Are you comfortable working with the buyer's realtor and handling any of the negotiations on your own? Once again, when it comes to cost, have you thought about what you'll be offering as a realtor commission? Even when selling on your own, if the buyer is represented by their own realtor, the realtor more than likely would like a commission. And so keep that in mind as well. Typically, there is no commission-free lunch, so to speak. So there's no free lunch. Realtors pretty much are going to expect a commission, folks. Anyhow, moving on. Even when selling on your own, you'll need to factor in these commission costs. As I said, just remember that buyers that have their own realtor will have representation that may have more experience than you. Also, I have forgotten to mention that buyers using financing may need to have a real estate appraisal. And an appraiser might have to come out to appraise your home, irrespective of the bank, if there's a loan. So you would need to make yourself available for this appraiser. Additionally, keep in mind that in 2023, homeowners insurance is for real. It's a big deal. And be aware that if for some reason the buyer cannot obtain insurance or homeowners insurance, that is, they most likely will not get qualified for the loan. So knowing if they can get insurance, a whole nother new nuance in 2023. So as you can see, there are many variables that you need to have to consider, or that you may have to consider, that I am bringing to light for you, or at least I hope I'm bringing to light for you, and that you're not caught by surprise, because we don't want that. And as I wrap up, remember that realtors have access and knowledge of the legal contracts that will be utilized. And so, shall I say, I would at the very least recommend that you hire a real estate attorney to work on your behalf if you're doing it for sale by owner. Note that real estate attorneys do not work for free, and so you want to factor in the cost of attorney's fees as well. This list is by no means all-inclusive, and just some of the basics as to things you need to consider when thinking of selling your home on your own versus using the expertise of a real estate advisor. So are you prepared to sell on your own? Question mark. Or are you thinking of selling your home with a realtor? Please feel share your comments below. I always love the dialogue. Share your comments below, as I would love to learn from you and hear what you're thinking about. By the way, I do learn from you guys all the time. So share your thoughts on this. As you can see, there are many things to consider and many things that tend to be misunderstood. And so I hope that my content and this content is helpful for you in your real estate journey. As always, thank you for watching your Real Estate Doctor channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate that. Smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. It's much appreciated. And of course, you may enjoy some of my other videos. I will attach in the link below. You'll also see the box at the end of this video to a video titled, "Have you ever wondered what it might cost if you sold your home?" So in the description at the end of my video, you'll have another video you may be able to click on and watch. The title is, "Have you ever wondered what it might cost if you sold your home?" So enjoy that. Feel free to comment, as I mentioned. You may reach me at 239-331-5886. I am Dr. Ron Repacy with William Ravis Real Estate. Blessings to you, wishing you peace, health, and happiness. And as always, we catch you next time. Ba-bam.